everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fluent English with Podcast. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Alan. We're your hosts, here to help you improve your English skills in a fun and relaxed way.
That's right, Alan. And today we've got something really exciting lined up for you all.
Absolutely, but before we dive into that, let's take a moment to appreciate our listeners. You guys are amazing.
Totally. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. All right, let's get into it. Today we're going to explore some unusual jobs through stories.
Yup, we've got 6 different stories lined up for you, each one giving us a glimpse into a fascinating world of work you might not have heard of before.
That's the spirit. So what's our topic today, Alan?
Well, Sophie, today we're delving into the world of unusual jobs. We're talking about those quirky, out-of-the-box careers that you might not find in your typical job listings.
Sounds intriguing. So, what do you think, Alan? Are unusual jobs a good thing?
Ooh, good question, Sophie. I think they definitely add some spice to the world of work. They can be exciting, unique, and full of surprises, but like everything else, they come with their pros and cons.
Absolutely. On one hand, unusual jobs can offer adventure, creativity, and the chance to do something truly different. But on the other hand, they might not always be stable or well-paying.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right balance for you. All right, let's jump into our first story.
Hi there, my name is Max, and I'm a pet detective. You heard that right, a pet detective. My job is to help people find their lost pets. It all started when I lost my own cat, Whiskers. I searched high and low, but couldn't find him anywhere. That's when I realized there must be others going through the same thing. So, I decided to put my detective skills to good use and help people reunite with their furry friends. It's not always easy, but seeing the joy on someone's face when they're reunited with their pet makes it all worth it. Sure, it's a bit unusual, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Wow, what a story.
Absolutely, Sophie. Max's job as a pet detective is definitely one of a kind.
It sure is. I mean, who would have thought that finding lost pets could be a full-time job?
Exactly. But Max's passion for helping others shines through in his work. It just goes to show that there's no limit to what you can do if you put your mind to it.
Totally agree, Alan. And you know what? Max's story has got me thinking about all the different ways we can make a difference in the world, no matter how unusual our job may seem.
That's the spirit, Sophie. All right, folks, that's it for our first story. Stay tuned for more fascinating tales of unusual jobs coming your way.
We hope you're enjoying our journey through the world of unusual jobs.
That's right, Sophie. And if you're just joining us, you've tuned into Fluent English with Podcast, where we make learning English fun and engaging.
Absolutely, Alan. Now, let's dive straight into our second story.
Hey there, I'm Sarah and I'm a professional sleeper. Yep, you heard that correctly. My job involves getting paid to sleep. It all started when I struggled with insomnia for years. I tried every remedy out there, but nothing seemed to work. That's when I stumbled upon an opportunity to participate in sleep studies. Turns out, my experience with insomnia made me the perfect candidate for these studies. Researchers pay me to sleep in different environments while they monitor my brain activity. It may sound strange, but it's actually quite relaxing. And the best part, I'm contributing to scientific research that could help millions of people suffering from sleep disorders.
Wow, Sarah's story is truly fascinating.
Absolutely, Alan. Who would have thought that sleeping could be a job?
It just goes to show that there's a job out there for everyone, no matter how unique their skills or experiences may be.
Definitely. And Sarah's story reminds us that sometimes our biggest challenges can lead to unexpected opportunities.
Absolutely, Sophie. All right, folks, that's it for our second story. But don't go anywhere because we've still got plenty more unusual jobs to explore.
Stay tuned, keep practicing your English, and remember, the world is full of surprises. We're thrilled to have you with us as we continue our exploration of unusual jobs.
That's right, Sophie. And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Fluent English with Podcast, where we're all about expanding your vocabulary and having a great time while doing it.
Absolutely, Alan. All right, let's dive straight into our next story.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm a professional cuddler. That's right, my job involves cuddling people for a living. It might sound strange at first, but hear me out. In today's fast-paced world, many people are starved for affection and human connection. That's where I come in. I provide a safe and comforting space for my clients to relax and unwind. Whether they're feeling stressed, lonely, or simply in need of a hug, I'm here to offer support and comfort through the power of touch. It's incredibly rewarding to see the positive impact I can have on someone's well-being just by being there for them in a non-judgmental and compassionate way.
Wow, Alex's story really hits home, doesn't it?
Absolutely, Alan. In today's digital age, where so much of our communication happens online, it's easy to forget the importance of human connection.
That's so true, Sophie. And Alex's job as a professional cuddler reminds us of the simple yet profound power of human touch.
Definitely. It's amazing to see how people are finding innovative ways to address the emotional needs of others.
Absolutely, Sophie. All right, folks, that wraps up our third story. But don't worry, we still got more fascinating tales to share with you.
So stay tuned. We're so glad you're sticking around for more stories about unusual jobs.
That's right, Sophie. And if you're just joining us, you're listening to Fluent English with Podcast, where we're on a mission to make learning English fun and engaging.
Absolutely, Alan. All right, let's jump right into our next story.
Hi there, I'm Emily, and I'm a professional whistler. Yes, you heard that correctly. I get paid to whistle tunes all day long. It all started when I discovered my talent for whistling at a young age. I could mimic any song or melody with my lips, and soon enough, people started taking notice. Nowadays, I perform at events, commercials, and even in movies, providing that special touch of melody with just the power of my breath. It may seem like a strange job, but it brings joy to so many people, and that's what matters most to me.
Wow, Emily's story is truly impressive.
Absolutely, Alan. Who would have thought that whistling could become a profession?
It just goes to show that talent comes in all shapes and forms, and sometimes the most unexpected skills can lead to amazing opportunities.
Definitely. And Emily's story reminds us to embrace our unique talents and share them with the world.
Absolutely, Sophie. All right, folks, that's it for our fourth story. But don't go anywhere because we've still got two more incredible tales to share with you.
So stay tuned. You're listening to Fluent English with Podcast.
Your go-to source for learning English in a fun and relaxed atmosphere.
Absolutely, Alan. So, without further ado, let's dive into our next story.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm a professional pen tester. No, I don't test pens for writing quality. I test them for security vulnerabilities. It all started when I was fascinated by computer hacking and cybersecurity. I wanted to use my skills for good, so I decided to become a pen tester. My job involves simulating cyber attacks on companies' systems to identify weaknesses and help them improve their security measures. It's like being a digital detective, uncovering hidden threats and protecting businesses from potential harm. It's a challenging yet rewarding job that allows me to make a real difference in the fight against cybercrime.
Jack's story is absolutely gripping, isn't it?
Totally, Alan. Who would have thought that testing pens could be such a crucial job in today's digital age?
It just shows how important it is to stay ahead of cyber threats, and Jack's role as a pen tester plays a crucial part in keeping our online world safe.
Absolutely. And Jack's story reminds us that even the most ordinary objects can have extraordinary significance in the right context.
Well said, Sophie. All right, folks, that's it for our fifth story, but don't go anywhere because we've got one more amazing tale to share with you.
So stay tuned. Let's make it count.
That's right, Sophie. And if you've been following along, you know you're listening to Fluent English with Podcast, your favorite English learning companion.
Absolutely, Alan. All right, without further ado, let's jump into our last story.
Hi, I'm Lily, and I'm a professional food taster. Yes, you heard that correctly. My job involves tasting food for quality and flavor. It all started when I discovered my passion for food and cooking. I have a keen sense of taste and smell, which makes me the perfect candidate for this job. Nowadays, I work with food companies to ensure that their products meet the highest standards of quality and taste. From sampling chocolates to testing new recipes, every day is a delicious adventure. It's a dream job for any food lover like me, and I feel incredibly grateful to be able to indulge in my passion while making a living.
Lily's story is truly mouth-watering, isn't it?
Absolutely, Alan. Who wouldn't want to get paid to eat delicious food all day?
It just shows that sometimes the best jobs are the ones that allow us to indulge in our passions and hobbies.
Totally. And Lily's story reminds us to follow our hearts and pursue careers that bring us joy and fulfillment.
Well said, Sophie. All right, folks, that wraps up our sixth and final story. We hope you've enjoyed our journey through the world of unusual jobs.
Remember, keep practicing your English, stay curious, and never stop exploring new possibilities.
Bye for now, everyone.